Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're gonna be working on the Agitator. We're getting pretty ready to finish this thing. A couple things I gotta do is when we had Mike do the taller hoop here and then whiten this, these panels don't fit all that well anymore. So we gotta make some adjustments, and also we have to rivet all this back in place. Down here, as you can see, it's just sitting right there. This is just to kind of position that in place. So I'm gonna be riveting those back in place. There's a couple for the side that are missing right now. And then we got a new, the old Sabelt was old and busted. So we got a new Sabelt, 2-inch, 6-point. So we're gonna be reattaching this because the other one was expired anyways too. So even if it would have worked, it was also like a 4-inch. So it's kind of hard to use those with the Hans device. Like on the Mysterion, what we have to do is like put the zip ties on the side so it fits better over the Hans. So just went ahead and ordered the Sabelt 6.2. I'm not sure what model number this is, but it's the one they recommend for these. And we still have to build a cover for the tank. So it's really tight in there, as you can see. There is a piece that this came with originally that goes over the seat. It's just, but it's not wide enough. And I feel like once you're strapped in there, your back's not gonna have a lot of support. So need to build something like what we have on the Mysterion, which is just a little aluminum cover that goes over the tank. I was gonna order the Fuel Safe 301 tank that this fits into, but unfortunately, as you can see, there's already not enough room on the side, so I don't think it would fit. So I'm just gonna build something out of aluminum sheet right now. And so far, just to tell you everything that's been done on this. So the engine was underwater, if you guys remember on previous videos. That was fully submerged. We drained water. So that's been fully rebuilt by Mitchell Motors. So we're excited about that. Made good power, like 63, 64 on the engine dyno. And pretty much everything else has been repainted. The whole chassis has been redone. Transmission still needs to be probably rebuilt, but we'll see how it runs. Then we've got brand new Penske shock. That's all brand new, front and back. Brand new brakes, brand new drums, I believe. We've got a new steering wheel, new dash that Mike made with all new gauges. And we've got kind of like an all-in-one. So we might go to an AIM system, we'll see. I don't know yet. But new rain light too. Man, these rain lights, they have to be FIA certified, FIA. And that was like $300 or something like that. Pretty insane what those things cost. So brakes are all brand new. Again, new shocks all around. New master cylinders, new lines. Pretty much everything was redone on this. Mike did an excellent job with all this stuff. So this thing should look pretty good once we get the body sorted out. I'm super excited. So, and here's the oil cooler. Need to get one of those velo stacks for this one like we have on the Mysterion. Actually need to measure that to see which one is going to fit height wise. I think I gotta go with like the medium height so that air can get in there, or may have to tap or drill a few more holes, but that's kind of where the helmet cushion for the headrest is gonna go right there. So just a little update on where the car is. I know a few have asked where we're at with this. It's been like a year since I posted an update. Got a new battery mount in there. Probably gonna get a little cover for it too. Make sure we don't short that out. Pedal setup for you guys. A few of you have asked. There is 4 in there, so you can do left foot braking or right foot braking, which is pretty cool. And that's about it. So I'm gonna get to work on the panels here on the side, attaching those, riveting those back in, and then these I'm gonna take off, sand, and we're gonna temporarily paint them for now, just because we have an event coming up in 2 weeks, and most of the shops won't have time to get this done right now. There's about a month wait from the few places that I've called to get a proper paint job. So I'm just gonna rattle can this thing so it looks a little bit nicer and then go from there. Okay, we got the seat belts installed, the Sabelt. I gotta tell you, I don't love this thing. I thought, kind of like in the Mysterion, this was gonna be a little bit of a different loop for the anti-dive piece down here. And it's kind of like, I don't know, you kind of weave it through, at least from the pictures that I saw. Let me know if I got this wrong, but don't love this. And the description claimed this was going to be really easy to adjust. It does have the pull up straps over here, which I do like, but man, this stuff is, maybe because it's brand new, I hope it gets a little bit easier. I don't think it will, but we're gonna go with this one for now. So it's the only one that I could find in stock, because we are trying to make the Ohio race in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks now, and a lot of them didn't have this bracket over here, so I would have had to use like the eye bolt and other things, which would have been a huge pain to drill through. And so anyhow, we're gonna go with this one. I'm gonna test it out. I mean, I'm on there really tight, which is the important part. As long as it does its job, it's just not as easy as I would have loved. Like the quick release and all that is fine, but the adjustments, I was hoping it was a little bit easier to adjust. So anyhow, that is all for this episode, this video. Next, we are going to, as I mentioned, start putting these panels on here, but I gotta paint them. I gotta sand them first and paint them, and then try to fit the, if I zoom in over here, the cowling back here in the engine. And I realized when we modified this firewall over here, it's a little bit taller than I would have liked. I did that, by the way, so that was my fault. As you can see, I may have to take this off and lower it a little bit more. I think we, or me, I keep saying we, but it was my choice. I think I may need to. You see how I've got an inch over here? I was trying to leave a little bit more room, because with the new seat and everything else, I felt like for the helmet we were going to be a little bit higher from the test fits that we did anyways. So might lower it a little bit more and see if that makes the cowling piece work a little bit better. If not, the other choice would be to lower the oil cooler, and that might actually be a little bit easier. As you can see, this is semi-adjustable, so I may take these bolts out and then just kind of lower it some more. You know, I was trying to keep it up there so it would get a little bit better airflow. From here, as you can see, it's pretty clear where if I go any lower, but then again, we are going to have the cowling up here that'll still route air to it from the top, and then we're going to enclose the sides a little bit better too.